Good evening to one and all around the world. It is Thursday. It is Game Set Live. Let's get it on, baby.
And welcome everybody to Game Set Live. That's right. E eyes are not deceiving you. I'm here. Panelists will roll in when they are ready to roll in. So how's everybody doing tonight? We got the Switch 2, man. I tell you what, the Switch 2, it looked a whole lot like what I expected the Xbox Portable to kind of look like, you know? It's got that sleek black finish to it. It's bigger, and from what we hear, you'll be able to play Halo and Gears and stuff like that on it. I don't know if I believe that or not, but I would expect it to go to Nintendo, to go to the Switch before it goes to Nintendo. But yeah, we'll get into all that when the panel gets here. How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Game Set Live has hit some rough spots, man. You know, outside of daily life stuff that unfortunately takes precedence over a podcast. But everything's cool. Everything's going great. I appreciate everybody reaching out, wanting to know about the wife and everything. She is having surgery to remove a mass on her stomach. Um, the weekend of February 7th. For those that don't know, it was found to be non-cancerous, but it is on her stomach wall between her stomach and her liver. So they really want to have that taken off, and yeah, that's going to happen um, early next month, and hopefully the recovery is swift and there are no complications. I appreciate all the well wishes and everything, all the people that have reached out, and yeah, it's an update. Let's see. Got a developer direct coming up. Oh, by the way, if you like that intro, it's a dear old friend, Assassin Lupa. Many of you remember her recording from one of our very early episodes. I thought it was one of the best intros that she gave. Um, so I really wanted to use it going from here on out. And yeah, what have I been playing? Well, Bob's been playing what you see on screen. That's right. I am stuck to Stalker 2 like glue. I played a little bit of Indiana Jones. I know just a little bit. It's sacrilegious, right? But and I'm a huge indie fan. But I want to finish Stalker 2 before I get sidetracked and get sucked into indie, which I know it'll happen. I've seen people playing it, and everybody says it's really good and really makes you feel like Indiana Jones. It really captures the nostalgia and the character and everything. And yeah, I just want to make sure I give that my undivided attention. That's right. Uh huh. You know. You know. Mr. Bush will be joining us here shortly. Fabio, you know, he had to run out and check the price of eggs and milk and, you know, do his mafia thing down there in Brazil. Keep the prices up, money rolling in. And, yeah. So, boy, it's really strange talking to yourself. So, Bob, how are you doing today? Oh, well, thank you, Bob. I'm doing fine. Yourself? I'm doing okay. We're going to talk about some games tonight, Bob? Bob, I'm glad you brought that up. I think we are going to talk about some games. I mean, we are a gaming and entertainment YouTube channel. I mean, that's what we do. Although, although what? Well, it's Fabio. What about Fabio? I like Fabio. I know I like Fabio too, but Fabio, he always wants to derail the conversation into football. But Bob, you like football. I know I like football, but this isn't a football podcast. So we can't talk about anything but gaming entertainment? Well, yeah, I guess. But it's just we get sidetracked and we just end up talking about everything. It's a rabbit hole, and once we fall down that rabbit hole, we don't ever climb out of it. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, but you're the host. It's your job to get that straight, correct? Yeah, yeah, and I am kind of laxing on that. I love the guys. I just like to sit back and hear them talk, and it reminds me of the days that I used to party up. And oh, look at that, we got a Thimber in the show. Hey, Thimber, how are you doing, buddy? Nah, it's not solo Thimber. It's Bob. And Bob. Don't you hear us? We're two different people. Ah, stop doing that. He's going to think we got a split personality. But we do have a split personality, Bob. Oh, look! Fabio!
What? Okay, so first of all, what just happened there? What did you just say? What's going on now?
Fabio, this is your buddy, Bobby. And this is his split personality, Bobo. Bobo.
Bobo?
Bobo.
What the
That's right. You
Okay,
got
what's
Bob
going on
and
now?
Bob.
You doing that for the show now?
No, I was just, I was like, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, and let's actually sit here and talking to myself. Yeah, there you go, Thember. Bob, too. So, look, man, Bush said he's going to be joining us. I'm pumped. I'm
Is
psyched.
he?
He said he's helping with groceries, and he'll be on shortly. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know how long it's been since I've talked to the actual Bush, like voice to voice, mic to mic, earphones
Hmm.
to earphones. I've just been seeing him in chat and stuff. It's not the same. It's never the same. Oh, I just want to,
Hmm.
oh, Fabio, I want to extend my condolences on your playoff humiliation. I am sorry, sir. So sorry.
Well, I want also to send my condolences on your season humiliation. I hope you're happy. I hope that Deshaun Watson was everything you wished he was and more throughout his entire Browns career. And I hope you all learned the lesson to never decide to hire a goddamn maniac who has been accused of way too many shit throughout his life, okay? Better luck on your next endeavors.
Dude, did you see what came out about Deshaun Watson?
What just happened?
So you know how he tore his he tore his Achilles.
Every season he tore his ACL. Okay.
Oh, no, oh, was it his? Anyway, so he tore it. He had surgery, and he is supposed to be in
Okay.
a walking boot. And
Oh yeah,
then
he can be losing the next season as well, right?
right, but there's a Twitch video or Instagram video out there of him not in the
Huh.
boot, dancing with his wife behind a car on the side of the street.
Oh
And
my
they said that
god.
is what caused the re-rupturing of it and the twisting of the rolling of the heel. That's what caused it. And if that is what caused it, then Cleveland just got out of their $96 million or $94 million that they owe that man
Oh.
because because he just cost them another season without a quarterback.
No,
I,
honestly, like let me how sad it is the career of Deshaun Watson. Like the guy was a star and considerably like a legend when he was part of the Houston Texans, and then all the allegations came, and then shit was getting way too serious, and he got traded. And since then, he just had his reputation going downhill non-stop, man. I don't know what happened to him. Like, maybe he actually should be arrested.
yeah,
I'm
Thember,
sorry.
Thember, that's bull crap. So the Browns are being sued by the city of Cleveland because it's like in their contract or something that they're being sued because the owner is building a dome and it's in a suburb of Cleveland, but it's no longer in downtown Cleveland. So Cleveland thinks they have the right to sue. But it's still technically in the Cleveland metropolitan area. I don't know how that's going to go. So, but anyway,
God damn it.
dude, it's been a while. It's been like 3 weeks, dude. Tell
He
me,
has been.
what have you been
He
playing?
has.
How have you been? What's the price of bread? I'm so out of the loop. I want to know how much milk is. Come on, please.
Oh my lord. Why
Feed
are
me,
you asking me those
Seymour.
things? Why are you asking me those things? Well, like I've been playing some, of course, Halo, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I've been playing some Brotato as well, getting tons and tons of achievements there. I started to get addicted into an old game called Super Monkey Ball, which is a game from Sega, and like I never heard of it before, but like it caught my eye, and then I went out to look for it more and more, and like bought it for a really nice price at Iniba, by the way. And yeah, like it is such a fun game. God damn it! It is simple. It is ridiculous, a ridiculous concept, but quite fun. And I've also been playing some. What's the name again? Oh Lord, I completely forgot the name of it. Oh yeah, Madden.
No, how do you for? That's your
I
lifeblood.
completely forgot about like I completely forgot like I played like there are so many games in my backlog right now that I just don't know where I was looking at. I completely forgot about it.
I don't know
It's
how.
like one of my main goals of my gaming life
Yeah,
apparently.
it's like your reason
According
for living. You get up in the morning, you think next Madden game, must have, must play. You go to sleep at night, you think next Madden game, must have, must play. I mean, really?
I mean, in theory, I should be waking up and going to the gym, but okay, fair enough. I think of Madden all the time. You got
Ugh.
me there.
Yes, I remember Super Monkey Ball. I used to play Super Monkey Ball. I used to play Marble Madness. That was like one of the very first rolling games. Marble Madness, I believe it came out on the Super Nintendo, the SNES. Marble Madness was the shiznit. And then they stuck a monkey inside a ball
Hmm.
and said, "Here you go." And it is cute too because the monkey's actually inside of a glass sphere and he's kind of pushing it around like he's in a hamster wheel, but it's glass. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, it is really fun and it is really charming, honestly. Like I loved the art style of it. By the way, like one of the games of Super Monkey Ball that I'm playing is one called Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which is a compilation of Super Monkey Ball 1, Super Monkey Ball 2, and Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, with all stages, all modes, some extra characters, and all the party games.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Banana Mania, you roll around and collect bananas.
Like that's all Super Monkey Balls actually.
Well, I do believe that they're probably getting ready to get sued by Nintendo because that's what you do in Donkey Kong Country too is you collect bananas. And you can't do
Well,
anything that in which you do anything that resembles what you did in a Nintendo game. You can't do it. Sorry.
but does Donkey Kong makes you run inside a ball? Don't think so, right?
No, but no. But in the game, while
No,
you're
no.
in the game, while you're collecting
Okay,
those bananas, there are balls at certain parts of the stages that you bounce
okay.
on.
So you're telling me that any game that has balls in it is supposed to be paying tribute to Nintendo?
Yeah, yeah. Like in Power World, you throw a ball to capture a creature,
Mm-hmm.
That's a no no. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Exact. Even Madden has to pay tribute to Nintendo because it has a ton of balls there. It's a football, but still, a ball is a ball.
There's other balls on that field too.
Mm, mm, I was trying my best to not go to that direction, but apparently I'm talking with Wise Old Gamer here.
Oh yeah, I sent a message out to Wise asking him to join us, and because I'm really
No, but
curious.
like the way you are acting here, by the way, like it's amazing how when it's just the two of us, we go crazy and have no idea what we are going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Or are we doing that just to wait for Mr. Bush? Give up, mate. He's
Oh
not
well,
coming.
whenever. Well, I can hope against hope, and that's what I'm doing. But
You can hope against reason. That's what you're doing.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But look, I want to know how many Switch 2s Wise Old Gamer, the biggest Nintendo simp that I know. I want to know how many he's got pre-ordered already.
Ah man, I don't even know if it is already available for pre-order. Is it?
Probably not, but I'm sure if there
Maybe.
is an inside track,
What
they'll
I
have it.
think it is going to happen is it's going to be available for pre-order when we watch the developer direct.
Yes, that is next week.
No, 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 no. I'm not talking about the Xbox. Sorry. My bad, my bad. Non-developer direct. Oh my God, it's the Nintendo Direct. Their show that is going to be happening in April. Just talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. God damn it.
Yeah, why do we gotta wait 4 months? That's weird.
What do you mean we? You mean Nintendo fans? You mean wise old gamer?
Oh,
Why? He's already as old as he gets. He can wait a little more.
I mean, it kind of reminds me. I was talking about this to the other Bob, waiting for you to get here, and it kind of reminds me.
So you've
It's
been talking to yourself. Is that what you're telling me?
huh. That's
Oh,
exactly what I'm telling
great.
you. But
Okay,
it
okay.
kind of reminds me
I'm
somewhat.
so,
Go, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just so scared if I should rewatch the first minutes of this, like to just watch you and a Bobo or whatever the heck the name of your second character there is.
Bobo.
Like Babo? Is that the name? Why am I? Oh
No.
my, I'm so scared right now. I just don't know what to say.
Well, if for anything, you should listen to the replay just because I opened with Assassin Lupa again. That's a positive.
That is a positive for sure. But go on, keep going, my friend. I'm sorry.
The Switch Two kind of if I didn't know it was the Switch Two, kind of except for the detachable controller on the side, the controllers on the side, which now snap into place instead of sliding into place. Thank you, Nintendo. But
Hmm.
if I didn't see that and I just saw the whole thing together, you could have put an Xbox logo up there, and I would have thought that I was looking at the new Xbox handheld. They
Pretty
kind
sure
of
that is going to be. I'm pretty sure that is going to be their strategy. Like out of nowhere, there's going to be a huge shortage of Nintendo Switch 2 two consoles, and then out of sudden it is because Microsoft bought them all to insert Xbox logos on it. There we go. That's our handheld.
oh goodness, yeah, yeah, I can see it. I can see it, but
Makes total sense, right? That I'm like we are so good at being gamer insiders, just like Nate's a hate. It's just amazing.
I mean, yeah. The difference is we get more right than Nate the Hate.
Yeah, we are way more reliable, of course.
Yeah,
There's no doubt. The man literally said the day and dates they would announce the console, and it actually happened. And we are more reliable for sure.
it's because we talk about stuff that we know. and not stuff that we hope. Uh,
What? Good point.
but yeah, apparently third party developers are lining up for this thing because it's going to be so much more graphically capable than its predecessor. With the new AMD, the Z, was it the Z2 or I can't remember, but it's the new AMD APU, and apparently third-party developers are lining up to throw games at this. I've seen where Call of Duty is expecting to hit it. We may see Cyberpunk 2077 on it.
Hmm.
I've heard that Gears, Halo, and Forza could be heading over there. God of War from the PlayStation side, and Last of Us could be heading over there. It's almost
God
like
of War,
yes,
Last of Us. What?
yes, it's going to be. It looks like because Nintendo's kind of like the friendly enemy in the corner. It's not really poked or jabbed at anybody, so nobody's really got anything against. The only thing that Microsoft and Sony.
Can someone talk to Sega for a little bit? Let's see if they can confirm such a thing.
Oh no, you don't want to. Well, I mean, yeah, they battled back, but that was fanboy stuff. I don't. Nintendo never actually came out after them, did they?
No, no, no. Come on now. Sega literally had an ad saying Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my
You
goodness,
seriously saying that it was just fanboy stuff?
Nintendo.
They
Okay.
like the Sega versus Nintendo era was the pinnacle of the console wars. It was just the companies were taking it for real, man.
I know. And then Sony showed up and killed them.
Yeah, and then Sony showed up with the PlayStation 1 and killed Sega and like quote unquote killed Sega because just the console division and then made Final Fantasy VII not come to to the Nintendo 64. By the way, what a huge what a huge lost opportunity that Nintendo had with the naming of the Nintendo Switch. Like Nintendo Switch 2, why not call it the Super Nintendo Switch? Or is that going to be like the Pro version of their console, just like the PlayStation 5 Pro?
Um, no. See, that's you're right. They missed it because the first Nintendo was if it wasn't over here in the Western world, it was the Nintendo. It was the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and then it
Yes.
was the Famicom everywhere else, and they followed the Nintendo Entertainment
Hmm.
System up with the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah,
Hmm.
they missed it. The Super Switch 2 could have been the SS2. That
No, no, just no, like instead of calling Nintendo Switch 2, call the Super Nintendo Switch. There's a Nintendo Switch and there's the Super Nintendo Switch. And then the third iteration becomes the Nintendo Switch 64 and then it just like go in full cycle.
oh my goodness.
The Nintendo Switch GameCube, you know what I mean?
You you know you're on the verge of sounding corny,
I'm
right?
on the verge of making no sense whatsoever and I just don't care. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. You're so excited that you just can't hide it. You're about to lose control when you think you like it, right?
Uh, okay, that's a song. Well done, my friend. By the way, I really enjoyed that trailer, the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer. I think it was well done. I think it was direct to the point, and I liked that they are going to be investing more and more on backwards compatibility. That's nice.
Yeah, right. I mean, it is. I'm so used to Nintendo change every time Nintendo changes the system, they change the media,
Hmm.
and cartridges never move forward. And it's nice to see. Now, do I think Switch 2 games will be using the same cartridge that is in the Switch 2? No. I think your Switch 2 games will be digital, and digital only. But your Switch
Hmm.
games, I mean, just going the extra mile to put that there is everybody needs to do that. To be honest with you, it's just yeah.
Go full digital and completely forget physical.
No, no, they need to. If they decide to go full digital, they need. Or they if they decide to have their new games digital, then they still need to have a way to play the old games on your console.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Sorry.
And it should be open source. I should be able to put, I don't have a CD-ROM in my PC. I mean, they're ancient. I don't nobody uses them anymore. We're completely digital on
Hmm.
PC. But I do have a CD-ROM that I can plug into a USB port on my PC and load any disc that I want to.
Hmm.
You can't do that on the other systems. You have to buy their proprietary CD-ROM. When I should be able to use the CD-ROM technically anywhere that I have a USB port. Yeah, that's my spiel. Let me step down from my soapbox. Please help me. Hold my hand. I don't want to fall. They're not steps, but they're close. That's right. It's my Biden impersonation. I'm out.
Okay, okay, then someone else is quite excited for the Nintendo Switch too, apparently.
Yeah. Mm.
Actually, am I the only one who had the feeling that, like, when you compare the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2, like, am I the only one who felt like, God damn, that thing is really, that thing has the size of a roguelike, apparently. Roguelike,
Yeah.
honestly. I'm really surprised by it.
It's really big. Did you see
That's what she said.
oh yeah, I left myself open for that one. Did you
That's
see the cloud, the Xbox? Everything is an
Hmm,
Xbox ads over in Japan. That
hmm.
that is really cool. Um, it's nice to
Like, is
see.
it a different version of what we know from the ads, or
Yes.
is it the same and it's
Oh
ah,
no.
it's different?
Yeah, it shows a Japanese fellow being approached, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he shows him his phone. And he's playing Minecraft with touch
Ah,
controls.
that's nice. Okay, I need to check that out actually.
And
Is it
then they
like
and then they
the
show him
Xbox
in
Xbox
class.
Japan profile
It is. I will link it into our. Let's see
or Discord?
here. Yeah, no, I'll link
Like
it
that
into
that
our Twitter.
that's really nice, honestly. If it is what you just said, and I trust it, but like, okay, and good to see that Microsoft is trying to
There, it's in
continues
our Twitter now.
to get the interest of more Japanese consumers, and not just like, yeah, we shut it out Tango, let's just never go there again.
Thimber says Switch 2 is just a bigger Switch.
And yeah,
Yeah,
basically it is actually. That's basically, yeah, you just got it, Fimber. That's it.
but did you
Like, the
see?
potential is there. There is some huge potential there, honestly. I just hope, like, it is just so strange for you to to like, I still have a feeling that, like, okay, this can be huge, this console can be really do really well, but it can also end up somehow, not saying that it's going to happen because I really hope it does work, like it can be similar to a generation of the Nintendo Wii U. Like, why am I saying that? Because is there anything from the Nintendo Switch which I think is not a good idea? No, not at all. It's just because, like, in every console generation, there's never a guarantee that you are going to have the same success as the previous one. There can always be happen something that is just going to screw everything over. Like, you get, for example, the huge success that Nintendo themselves had with the Nintendo Wii generation, and then the moment they went to the Nintendo Wii U, oh my god, like it was just not good.
Yeah, true that.
But I do hope and believe they are quite capable of doing something actually pretty amazing. I just think that at this beginning they are going to be releasing tons and tons of cross-gen games still, because like you're not going to be giving up on more than 100 million console sold user base. Honestly, makes no sense in my opinion.
I wouldn't give up on it either. I mean, what, 155 million, something like that?
Yeah, yeah, it
Crazy.
is like absurd.
Yeah, I wouldn't give up on it either. Oh, oh. But it's kind of like saying it's a little different than saying it's just like say you have this car and you get this and oh it's just a bigger car. No, the horsepower under that hood is going to be like nice. I
Yeah, like
wonder. I wonder how it's going to compare in power to like the Steam Deck.
mm, I mean, for what the rumors have been saying, the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have a power quite similar to the Xbox Series S, for what I last saw, but like not exactly the Series S. It is like going to be just a few just just a tiny bit weaker than it, but it is going to be a massive improvement compared to the previous console. And like let's be honest, no Nintendo user or neither Nintendo themselves cares about console power. They don't give a damn about it. Their console is about the sleek, portable, and comfortable design in order to be in order above all else to in its functionality be fun. This is a fun box and that's their focus. So instead of let that box talk, basically it is let the games talk for themselves actually.
Yeah, but you've got to have enough. See, I mean that's why a lot of games didn't go to the Switch in the first place was because of the capability. So you've got, I mean, they don't know that they care about it, but when they see that all the gaming experiences that having that horsepower under the hood is going to bring them, unknowingly, they'll want it because that's what they've got to have to get what everybody else gets. I mean, I would carry my Switch as a portable if I could play
Hmm.
all the new games on it, but I can't.
Hmm.
That's why I only play the Nintendo games on it.
Yeah, yeah, but like Nintendo apparently throughout the Nintendo Switch generation, they just didn't care at all about third-party games not coming to the console because, look, you didn't have Call of Duty, you didn't have Red Dead Redemption, you would probably not be getting GTA, but like you are still selling 100 million console units. And just purely based on, oh, okay, this is Nintendo and the Nintendo games are just amazing, not just because of my childhood and all the nostalgia that I have for them, but also just because the Nintendo games usually are well known for their quality, simplicity, and fun.
True. Yeah.
So like I think that's the interesting part. Nintendo managed to make the most well sold console of all time if we ignore like the PlayStation 2, just purely based on their first party lineup. Like we always like to talk about that Xbox, the majority of Xbox and PlayStation users do not buy the console because of the exclusives and actually because of their library, where their friends are, where they can play their Call of Duties, their FIFAs, their Fortnite, there Roblox and Apex Legends, but Nintendo is actually the exception of the rule.
Yes, they are.
It is unbelievable what they managed to accomplish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go on, what just happened there?
Oh, nothing. I'm just. Uh, I miss Bush. Where Bush? Where are you at?
We all miss Bush. Like I told you, don't trust a Bushy.
I'm sending
That
him a.
sounded so wrong. I'm sorry.
Yes, it did. I'm sending him a message right now. Bush, we miss you.
He doesn't like us anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Like no, he
No, he
doesn't. He
doesn't.
doesn't. He just
The
we supported
snow.
him in his most terrible time when he was lying there at the hospital harassing all the nurses, and that's how he repays us by just ignoring the call to come to the podcast.
I don't know. We'll get over it though. I
No,
have
we
faith.
won't.
Yeah, we will. The
Oh,
snow.
we will. Okay.
George W. Bush be like, "Damn, Fabio, why you hate me?" I agree, Thember. Why do you hate him, Fabio?
Um, or everything?
This-
Am I not allowed to hate someone?
no, well, you know, hate is love. It's just the other end of the spectrum. So
What?
it
Okay,
is.
come on now. Explain this to me.
Hate and love are the same physiological, the same metabolic. No, the same. You know,
Chemical?
it's the same emotion. It's just different.
Is it?
Yes, it's just different ends.
So so basically when you hear your wife or anyone else that truly like cares about you saying that loves you, is there any chance you're going to feel offended by it because you will understand that this person hates you since it's the same thing?
I need to answer Thimber's question. Thimber, the snow is finally melting. It's almost most of it's melted away. Um, but when we had 13 inches, it sucked a lot. Bob was shoveling snow and cleaning cars, and yeah, we weren't going anywhere unless we took the 4-wheel drive truck. It was rough. We were without power for 8 hours one night. We had to run the generators behind the house. Yeah, good old country life. You gotta hate it. But yeah, it is crazy. But no, it's the same. Think
But
about it.
different.
Yeah. I use it all the time. It's the same. It's the same difference. And my wife will be
It's the
like,
same but different, but still same.
but my wife will be like, you sound so stupid when you say that. Don't say that. I was like, what?
I'm so worried if my girlfriend is going to be listening to this actually.
But yeah, it's the same difference. Same difference. It's the same thing but different. It's so stupid. Don't say that. Shut up. I'll say what I want.
Oh my lord, what's happening now? Okay, so what else we have to talk about here?
We got a developer direct next week, brother.
Oh yeah, finally. And like following that, a couple of Xbox rumors that everybody loves and always happen at this time of the year when Xbox announces something good. There's always a bunch of rumors or a bunch of news or a bunch of confirmed speculations or something like that that are going to try to maybe downplay it or just surf on the hype of it.
Yes. So, what do we think the unannounced game is?
It's for sure Banjo Kazooie.
Not
no,
this again.
yeah, I have no doubt that it is going to be the return of the Bear Empire. No, okay, I'll stop. Yeah, I can't go on with this for much
No,
longer.
you
Honestly,
cannot.
as much as I wished it was, like for what we saw, like from Jazz Corden, it is going to be a Japanese game, which is like a long time game that people would be very happy to see returning. So people are imagining that it's going to be a brand new Ninja Gaiden game. Honestly, I just am not a fan of speculating what the game's going to be because I always enjoy the surprise. I always actually enjoy to what is the mysterious game and stop trying to guess. Like there are some people that are saying that it is a new Double Fine game, which would be nice. But I'm mostly curious if we are going to be having a shadow drop in this in this developer direct or how it is going to be. There's even people like it. There's even just Gordon saying that there's the hidden game that they announced that is a hidden game, and maybe there's going to be another one that they didn't even mention at all.
That sounds like that's too conspiracy theory for me. I reject that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I'm just sharing what I learned from it, which is nothing and everything at the same time.
Uh, God. Mr. Bush, he responded to me and he goes, "I know,
He died.
fam. I'm coming, bro. This chicken went bananas at the market." What?
What?
I think
What?
I think Bush is on some drugs. We're gonna have to grill him when he gets in here.
Okay, okay, wait. Wait.
This
So
chicken
he's
went
taking all
bananas at
this
the
time.
market.
So he is taking all this time because in grocery shopping be- because of chicken.
Yep, yep.
This
I'm not even gonna
this
touch that
chicken.
stereotype. I'm not even touching it.
Okay, so this let's try to understand what he meant by this chicken went bananas. Like, is it like extremely cheap, or they've increased the price of the chicken so much that he thinks that's absurd and he's just complaining about it.
Or maybe he was shopping for a live chicken and he had trouble catching it because it saw him coming and it went bananas.
Ah, he
Or
went bananas and not the chicken went bananas.
or maybe while he was shopping, he got his chicken
Uh-huh.
first and went and looked at the bananas and lost the chicken in the bananas.
Mm. I mean, no wonder why Fimber is the only one who watches us. Honestly, like we are just so strange, Bob. I don't know how we managed to get like, let's keep doing this show for more 106 episodes throughout the course of what? 2 years since we've begun this?
Yes, Thumber, you can buy live chickens in the U.S.
Oh my lord,
Not at
how?
the grocery store. You gotta go to the farmer's market. Purchase them there.
Ah, for one moment I thought it was at the grocery store. I was like, "You want me to chop off the head? No, thanks. I can do it myself. I can do it by myself at home. Like, come on now."
You can buy live lobsters though.
No, but that's I never can I say this? I have never eaten lobsters because they are way too expensive. This is like it's rich food here in Brazil. I don't know how it is there, but like it is extremely expensive.
Um, it's not that expensive here.
I hate your economy so much. I wished I had my country had an economy like yours, man.
I told you, man. I was like, you could move. We may have to camp out in the backyard for a little bit until we
I
get the house
I
built.
can move. I just need to first of all manage to make try to I just need to like get approved on the doctorate. Man, like first of all, I need to finish the master's degree, which I am going to be defending by the end of February. I need to manage to get the doctorate, and I need to manage to find some university there that is going to accept me to do part time my doctorates there, and somehow manages to bring my girlfriend with me.
All I hear are excuses there, Fob Master.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to say. I'm just doing excuses over and over.
You got plans though? You're gonna do you do have plans to move here?
Ah, he died. Okay, it's Fabio and Fabio all by himself apparently.
No,
Bob,
Bob's here.
come on now. Ah, okay, you're back. Thank God. Like for 1 second, and there was just awkward silence, and I'm like, what just happened there?
I don't know.
But go on. You said you were
So
saying?
the developer direct. I can't wait to see Doom: The Dark Ages. I mean, we've already seen a lot of gameplay, but a deep dive into it is going to be really awesome.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, for sure.
Compulsion Games. Their look at South of Midnight. That game,
Ah, that looks really good.
and you know they are very far along on that game too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a nice chunky demo shadow dropped on us. I mean, because they
I
are
mean,
extremely far on
uh,
that game.
mm-hmm. I mean, like I imagine that they've been working on it the moment like they started by the year they got acquired by Microsoft, or maybe it is a passion project that they've been working on before the acquisition. Didn't have that many resources to finish it, and now with the acquisition in 2018, they finally had a partner that could provide that.
Yeah, we all want a partner that provides.
Ah, is that what? Are you saying that you want a sugar daddy? Is that what you're trying to tell
Oh
me?
my God, you went there. But yeah,
You're
like Thember
just
says
giving
in
it
the.
like you're literally just giving me so many layups to do that. Why am I not going to dunk it?
Oh yeah, I mean you got a point. I'm just laying them out there, and you're good at putting them down. But Thember brings up in the chat that South of Midnight is done already, basically. Which I mean, it is. Do we have a release date for South of Midnight?
No, just 2025, but for sure we are going to be getting that next week, or maybe that's the shadow drop,
I was about to bring
and
that
then
up.
a year later, Microsoft is going to shut down Compulsion Games, just like they did with Senko GameWorks, apparently.
Shut up. Shut up. You know, Compulsion Games has got they've got more pedigree than Tango had. I don't think
I
that'll
know they
happen.
have a ton of talent there, but like I think one of the main things is that Tango was like a solitary studio in Japan, while everyone else is like UK, US, and that's it basically. Way cheaper to keep going actually.
I didn't know you could buy chickens.
We're still going with the chickens now. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just replying to him, letting him know I didn't know we could buy chickens with bananas in them.
Ah,
Oh. So you want to delve into
where are we going?
You want to delve into a little bit of entertainment?
Of course, let's go. Why not?
Have you seen the movie Elevation?
No, I didn't. You got me there. No, I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
really enjoyed it. It,
Hmm.
it was a very nice movie, and they set it up. They laid it up for a great sequel. But this movie came out in 2024, and I don't know. I don't remember ever hearing about the movie Elevation, and because I don't remember hearing about it, tells me that it flopped, and it's probably not going to get a sequel.
Hmm.
It is okay. So the movie starts out kind of you hear in kind of like the way World War Z started out, where you hear a bunch of newscasts and stuff in the background of the beginning credits, and you find out that and then it puts you into present time, and then you find out that 3 years ago, these creatures came up out of the earth, and they killed everybody below 8,000 feet. The creatures will not go above 8,000 feet elevation for some reason, and these creatures are like indestructible, and they don't eat, they don't sleep, they leave animals alone. They only kill humans just to kill them.
What
And
the?
I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but at the end of the movie, everybody's doing good. They're able to actually finally fight back, and you see some like meteors coming down through the atmosphere, and they're looking at
Uh,
them through a telescope, and it's like, oh, huh. I wonder where these creatures came from. They didn't come from Earth. And that's when the ending credits start. And I enjoyed the movie. I really did, but I don't think it's going to get the sequel that they set it up for, which is sad because it was a good movie. Hence the name
was it
Elevation.
actually?
It was. I did. I liked it. Thember said, so I
Hmm.
have Sony news both. PlayStation confirmed they canceled two God of War live service games, one from Ben Studios and one from Bluepoint.
Hmm.
Well, oh
But they
no.
closed down Ben Studio.
Oh
What
my
the?
goodness.
Oh my lord! Is the ghost of the chicken
It's the
or the
Yes.
ghost of the
banana chicken?
chicken.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Can
What's
can
going
you
on, brother?
just can
All
you
right.
just never do that again? Why is your mic so loud right now?
It's not.
Is it really?
No, it's not. I don't
To
think it
me, it
is.
was like loud as hell. Like, what the? Let me just adjust there.
That's
Come
because
on,
you weren't
I almost got
expecting it.
deaf here.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, okay,
Okay, I'm
okay.
good.
Before
Go
we get
on.
into how you've been doing and whatnot, you have to explain the text, please. The
The
Let's
chicken.
just have
chicken
to
got
explain the what?
bananas. What does
Oh,
that
no.
mean?
She put a lot of freaking stuff. I was like, what
What
is all
does
this stuff?
what does this chicken got bananas?
This
That's
Oh,
chicken.
chicken. This chick. Autocorrect.
It says this chicken went bananas at the market.
It's just
what
autocorrect. It was autocorrect.
what do
I
you
said chick.
mean by that?
It was supposed to be. He was talking about his old lady. It was supposed to be this chick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's American talk.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so basically you were talking about a chick there or something like that.
Yeah, or something like that. Yep.
Anyway, now there's a chicken.
yeah.
Yes. Chicken.
Uh-huh. Okay. Like Bob was actually considering that you were
I was.
That was what?
running behind a chicken trying to catch it, and then you just gave up and decided to buy bananas. Like we were actually discuss. I'm not kidding. Go back into the
Oh, man.
podcast, listen to it since the beginning. You will
He was
see
like,
so much shit we talked, and that
he's
was
like, he
one
must
of
be at
it.
a farmer's market.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Us,
So
You
we
wanna
talking about
buy a
now?
chicken? You
well,
just go and follow it.
right
Just go
now,
and catch it.
Exactly.
right now,
If you don't mind,
the spotlight is on you, sir. How have you been?
Okay.
Where have you been?
Nice.
What have you been playing? And
Not
yeah,
enough apparently.
we got so much catching up
Just
to
the
do,
usual
man.
stuff. Just the usual stuff, and medically I'm doing okay, but some other stuff came up, and I'm just dealing with that.
Oh,
And the lung has gotten
Come
a
on
little bit
now.
better. So,
I'm so glad
so
to hear
yeah,
that.
that's about it. And I'm playing Sea of Stars and First Ascent, and that's yeah, that's been about it. And watching anime.
Okay. Bushido reminds me of a meme I saw recently. Thember says you remind him of a meme.
What meme?
Thanks a lot, Thember. We have no idea what you're talking about, but we'll imagine a
Oh,
meme
wait, wait,
that.
wait, wait. He's probably talking about the meme where the person explains all this stuff, and then your reply is, listen, I'm not reading all that. So I'm sorry to hear you going through this. And congratulations. Glad that everything is working out for you. That's one of my favorites, if that's what he's talking about.
Oh, I just love that. Oh my. Oh man, there's this YouTuber that he says that one of the his former job colleagues, he was so drunk once when he received like a huge message from like a friend of his talking about his grandpa. His grandpa sadly ended up passing away because of this and that. I'm not going into details, but like he made such a huge tax of the post, and the guy was really like drunk. I don't know. He was really high. At the end, like he just said, I'm not reading that shit, but like congrats to Gramps.
That's messed up.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what though? That's people's fault for that though, because they love sending these long freaking messages for nothing, and so you get fatigued from that stuff, man. You're like, look, dude, whatever happened, hey, you're really being just sarcastic though. That is probably some bull message, so you ain't paying no mind. And come to find out, they'll find out something serious. So I do at least when I send that meme, I do at least look through the message to make sure I'm not looking like a jerk. So
So you live your life trying to not look like a jerk while you're doing a terrible
no, no,
job
no,
there,
no,
you
no,
jerk.
no, 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 no. When it's unnecessary, when it's unnecessary.
Ah. Is there any moment that you were a jerk to me and it was necessary?
Could have been. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying, Bushido. Don't you try to not
Yeah,
answer to me that. Come on now.
I'm sorry. Somebody came in the room at the same time. What were you saying? I'm
Oh
sorry.
my. Like I was just saying, like, was there any moment where you were an asshole to me and it was necessary
It's always necessary.
I
to
can
be
believe
an
that.
asshole to
It's
me? Why? What
well,
have I done to you?
well, it's not you per se. It is just the way things are in the universe that, sometimes I have to pull teeth to be able to grow corn. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Ah, what
that,
the?
that was a good one.
Okay, that's the first time I ever heard this analogy. The more you know, the more you know. Apparently,
Yeah, exactly. The more you know. Yeah, the more you know.
So Bush,
you
we
gotta grow teeth. You gotta have teeth in order to
You got to
grow
pull
corn.
teeth to be able to grow corn. Yeah, man. You never heard that before?
No, I never heard of it.
That's a Brazilian phrase. What are you talking about?
There, it must be a Brazilian phrase.
Yeah.
Phrase,
Yeah.
of course it is.
pull teeth.
I'm pretty sure you are very well into Brazilian phrases
To
in
me, that
I
your
don't
sounds like a
know,
in
man. It
your
Kentucky
might
free
term.
be.
time, Mr. Bashir.
It sounds like a
It might
Kentucky
be,
term to
man.
me because half of us don't have any teeth.
What?
Wait,
What?
wait. Oh, let me keep. Oh
I do.
boy,
Oi,
you keep that
oi.
later.
Yeah, get that
Uh,
later. That's what I'm talking about.
mm,
Do
Telling
that
my
quick.
grandson, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Give him a headset.
No, he's just as bad as I am. So I don't know what he'll say.
Tell your grandson that he's very well loved and respected by his family, and that we wish him the best all the time. Not
Nah,
his
I ain't
grandpa.
telling him all that.
His grandpa is an asshole. We don't like his
You already
grandpa.
that.
Like it's
Now listen, everybody in my family knows that, so you have to tell anybody that.
like just tell your grandson that like we hope he doesn't end up becoming a a piece of shit
No,
like his
man, it's already too
grandpa.
late for him. You hope he don't turn out like me. It's too late.
So,
So what you guys
Bush,
talking
Well,
about?
we want to know what you think. Have you seen the Switch 2 reveal?
Which reveal again?
The reveal of the Switch 2.
the Nintendo Switch 2. You didn't see it?
It was cool. I'm
You
all right.
didn't see
You
it?
know, huh?
You didn't see it? You didn't see the video?
I said I'm cool with it. What's the matter
Ah,
with that?
okay. Ah, I
What
thought
you
you were
thought that I
reacting
hate it?
like, ah, that's cool. I didn't know. Like, I thought you were
No,
reacting
no,
all
no, no.
surprised as if you didn't know
I'm
about it.
not a I'm not a Switch person. So my grandkids
Me
and
neither,
daughter
but I
and
saw it.
yeah. But wow, you're really putting words in my vocabulary, aren't you, man?
You don't say. I know where you were going, and I saw you stopping right there
Yep.
because you were
He started to
just
say
afraid of what I was going to answer, right?
he started to say words in my mouth, and then he changed it to vocabulary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he knows he was just laying up to me right now for me to dunk it.
He was. It was gonna be bad
So
too.
what you guys think of it?
It was going to be so horrendous.
I'm kind of impressed. I think it's gonna be really cool. I like their new interface, where if you remember, you had like a really small, almost like USB C interface, where you set the switch down into its base to play on TV. And this
Right,
interface looked a lot more advanced.
intuitive.
Yes, I think we're going to get the. I believe what you see on the Switch 2 is a proprietary HDMI 2.1. So,
Well, here is equivalent to a 3080, so
ah,
or 4090.
4090
it's not
on the
That's what they
Nintendo
PS4.
say
Switch.
online.
It's not PS5 Pro levels. No.
It's a PS5 4.
No, like
Yeah,
the PlayStation 5 Pro, I don't know if you heard that. Like apparently it's more powerful than a 5090.
yes, I found that out.
Whoa!
Yes, I did. Yep. Yep, I was told the same thing. I was
Nothing.
mentioning online that I was going PC, and somebody said why, and I was like, well, since Nintendo and Xbox, this. I mean, not Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation games are going to PC, so I might as well go PC. I can play the best there. It's like the best place to play PlayStation games is on PlayStation. You get the best resolution, this, that, and I'm like, dude, even if I had a 2070, I think I would still get better resolution and frame rate from that as opposed to a PlayStation. And he was like, "Are you kidding? A PlayStation is equivalent to a 30 something, and if I'm not mistaken, actually it's 4090." And I was like, "Get out of here!"
Uh,
Yep.
uh, that like do try to understand, like try to check if like that person follows the badge for 1 second. Try to see if he follows the badge, and the moment you see following motherfucking the badge, you will understand where he got that shit.
I'm so mad at D Batch because he used to be a guy right down the middle, pretty knowledgeable about PC and tech. And I remember before being told by somebody that some of the guys on RDX don't really game, and or game like that. And when his name came up, I was like, stop playing. Nah, not D Batch, because he'll 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 do videos sometime on his YouTube channel, and he ain't doing his YouTube channel that hard. So I was like, I don't get it. But like, it could be a rumor too, though.
I
So
mean, the worst part to me is not that he's like way much more of a PlayStation fan nowadays. That's not an issue, but like he's just straight up lying. Like the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be having
yeah, I know.
33.4 teraflops of strength
Yeah.
there, and like
No, he
it's
said
just
36. He said
and like it,
36.
and like that's actually it's going to be 16.7. It's already confirmed. No, but you gotta understand that 16.7 teraflops of the PlayStation 5 Pro, alongside with their RDNA 4 ray tracing, is going to be equivalent to 33.6 teraflops. And like that's not even a number that Mark Cerny was thinking of when he did that fucking console.
If
And
Mark
that's not
Cerny
even
even called them,
possible
he
for
called
consoles like
everybody
that.
out.
He called everybody out.
Mark Cerny, he did a video where he called
Oh yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
out,
yeah.
saying he
Correct.
don't know where it
Yep.
came from.
Yeah. When you look at PlayStation guys, for some reason, if it ain't the greatest, then it hurts their feelings, and I don't get it. And I really don't. And listen, we everybody should know by now that PC, not PC, excuse me, consoles are made from older components, so it's always by the time it comes out, it's outdated. It might be up to date for PC for gamers on console, but that's not up to date as far as like with PC. The lowest, like I said, I'm gonna still stick. I'm gonna down that hill. I'd rather have a 2080 or 2070 and rock with that than PlayStation 5 Pro.
I had a 3060 Ti, and it was more.
Hmm.
It was more. The only thing the PlayStation 5 Pro had on it was the VRAM. That's it.
First of all, the PlayStation 5 Pro gets outdone. I mean, excuse me, outdone. Has his own problems with his own games. So I don't understand how everybody's talking about how great it is. It's one of those things where people believe propaganda, and
I mean,
and
you
it,
do know
it's
that they need
ridiculous.
to try to compensate for spending $700 just for the console without the disc
Man,
driver and the goddamn stand of it, right?
yep.
So when the
And even if
Switch,
they didn't, still,
so at the Nintendo Direct, when they deep dive into the Switch 2, how much power do we think the Switch 2 is going to have?
I think like a PS4 and a Series, a Xbox One X. I'm still sticking with that.
So we're
Mm.
thinking 6 T-flops.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's what the.
RDNA one.
Oh,
Ah,
oh God,
nice.
don't.
You're going to have an art you don't know, like thanks to uh RDNA 7 7 ray tracing from the Nintendo Switch, so it's going to get to the point where it has a bajillion teraflops in it.
Oh man, that used to be the funniest thing. Like every freaking first of all, these guys were always down PC, but then when they use it as a base mark, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Or was that
Um,
benchmark? Sorry.
Did you say benchmark or bitchmark?
yeah, I heard Bitchmark
I heard
actually.
bitchmark
No,
too.
that's what I asked. That's what I said. Is it benchmark or base mark? Which one?
Like, and so you decided to say like you're so you worried that let's see if I understood
Which
you.
one's a? Is
You
that a real
worried,
word? Is
worried
that a real word?
like okay, so here's the thing. You worried out if it was base mark or if it was benchmark. So you decided to say benchmark, which is the in between of the two of them. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I heard.
Listen, man, I'm trying to be real on this show.
You must be, of course. You must be as real as that goddamn chicken.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Yes, sir. And the pile of bananas. Yes, sir.
Oh my.
Oh gosh.
Okay,
I
what
think
else do we have here? This is just a disaster.
I think it's gonna
Welcome
be.
to 2025, everybody.
I think
Game
it's
Set
gonna
Live. We
be.
missed you.
30,
I
35. It's
I said
2025. What you talking
20.
about?
I said 2025. Someone is a
No,
bit deaf right now.
your accent makes it sound like you said shirty, and so I wasn't sure what you were saying. So okay,
Oh my lord.
I think the Switch 2 will have power that is equivalent to a
Black hole.
PS5.
black hole. A
He
PS5?
has the
I think with
Did you
the
really?
I,
no,
Did-
listen to me.
no,
I think with the new AMD Z2
No.
APU, I think we're gonna have. I
nope.
think we're gonna see 10 T flops.
So all right. Let me ask you this then. So then, if you think it will be, what do you think the price mark will be?
They've already said it's gonna be $400.
Yeah, I didn't.
Impossible
They,
for
okay.
the. It's impossible that they are going to be releasing a console, a
That's
portable
equivalent
console
to
with the power for
PlayStation
the with the power of a PlayStation 5
PS5.
for just $400. It
Well,
makes
Nah, I
no
can't
sense
okay,
see it.
but
whatsoever.
listen to me.
And
Bob,
Nintendo to top it off? Nah,
Listen to me. The
Bob,
I can't.
I'm
I
starting
PlayStation.
can't.
to call you Bob. I'm starting to call you D Bob from now on. If you consider with me.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. Hear me
I
out.
hate to see you when you're drunk, but you know,
Listen to
Give
me.
me some, right?
Listen to me. Hear me
right?
out.
Give me a reason not to say it.
The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X are old APUs.
Right. I do agree with that. Right.
They are
Right.
Zen 2 APUs. RDNA 2. We're up to
It's Zen
RD.
2 though. It's
Yeah,
Zen 2 though. Okay.
right. They're Zen 2s. So they're not even
Right.
Zen 3s.
Right.
So that's where there's the issue because when Zen 2 had a frame rate issue because
Right.
the
As you can
GPUs.
see now.
Yes, they had a frame rate issue. They couldn't draw the frames for the GPU fast enough. Zen 3 architecture completely fixed that. When Zen 3 came
Mm-hmm.
out, it lifted the frames per second ceiling. So
Mm-hmm.
if you look now, Zen 3 CPUs like the one I got, 5950X, 16 cores and 32 threads at 5 gigahertz,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like absolutely no problem with frame rate. But
Right.
you could get the same frame rate from any Zen 3. It's just the architecture. Zen 2 was not efficient enough. It wasn't fast enough. I mean, your bottom of the barrel Zen 3 processor runs at 3.2 and boosts to like 4 gigahertz.
But at the same time, for PlayStation, excuse me, for Nintendo, for them to have that price mark lower than a Series X and a PS5, um, you don't think some compromises to be made?
If I had to think about a compromise, they may be eating some of that price. I mean, if you're going to sell 150 of these consoles, I mean, put it like this: Switch, the original Switch, has been around for 7 years now. I know it caught me
Right?
off. It caught me off guard when I heard 7 years
Yeah.
on a video
Well,
game.
listen, and they never dropped the price for nothing, games or nothing.
Yeah, nothing has ever dropped for the Switch. I mean, you can catch
Never.
them on sale or whatnot.
Listen, it'll say sale. It'll be like $2, $3 off. You're like, seriously, that's a sale? But good.
So
I'm sorry.
for like maybe the first year, who knows? Nintendo could be eating $50 a console. But
So I still say they had to make a compromise to get to PS5 levels to not sell it at $500.
well, see, we don't know a whole lot about the new AMD APU. The Z2, we don't know a lot. We don't know a whole lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it could very well be. It could, for all we know, if you hold your Switch 2 incorrectly while you're playing a game on it, it'll burn your hands. I mean, we just don't know.
True. That's true.
But I do
I
know
just
that it's supposed to be powerful enough that it's got all these third party developers foaming at the mouth, waiting to put Stalker, Halo, Cyberpunk,
Well,
all
it's
these
not.
games
I don't
on
think
there.
it's because of. I don't think it's because of the the architecture of the machine. I think it's more about getting into that base and making games for them at was it 140 uh, switches sold.
Yeah, it is
So yeah,
way up
they're
there.
pulling at the mouth to get at that piece of the pie. I would too, in my opinion,
Let's see.
respectfully.
Mhm. But still, I do not believe that it is going to be 10 teraflops. I still don't agree with you there. And like to
Uh,
for them to charge such a like for just $400.
yeah, I'm with that with the price because of that. That's the only reason why.
Bushido, come on, you have to agree with us in this. Like, don't you agree that naming the Nintendo Switch 2 is a bad idea? It should have been the Super Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, something like that. That'd have been cool.
Okay. Okay, so I just looked up
Yeah,
some
but
spec. I just looked up some specs online. Now this
from who you got that? From who you got those? Please tell us the name of your sources.
PCGamer.com.
Hmm. Hmm.
So listen to me.
Okay.
So listen to
Okay,
me.
then you're safe for now.
So listen to me. This falls right in line with if you take
Maybe
into
because it's PC gamer.
okay, listen, if you take into account the development time of the Switch and where we've already seen it, we know it's already out in the wild in selective hands. Um,
Right. As you saw that guy who leaked it a couple
yes.
weeks ago, right?
So on June 2nd, I'm looking at AMD launches killer new 12 core Zen 5 APU for laptops and handhelds. This Ryzen chip is called Ryzen AI, and it's got a maximum boost clock of 5 gigahertz. It's
Maximum
got
bush quality? What? Sorry?
it's got a boost clock of 5 gigahertz. It's got 12 RDNA 3.5 compute units,
Hmm.
and
What
it's
was the Xbox One before? What was that 6?
two.
2? Okay.
The Xbox One was like 1.9. It was almost two, and then the One X
That's right.
was
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yep. Remember
the
now.
one. Yeah. Let's see. It is RDNA 3.5. 12 compute units on the APU. There's two versions of it. One with 12 compute units, and then one with 16 compute units. And it's not telling me the teraflops of it, but
Teraflops to me are just um, still just a buzzword. I think the main thing you want to worry more about is the CPU and the GPU and the um, and whether it's using RDNA 1 or 2. You know, in my opinion,
oh,
respectfully.
never mind. Here, I got it.
What you got? What you
You're
got?
so respectful, Mr.
And that was
Bushido.
Fabio talking too. That wasn't me. Good. You could tell by the voice that was him.
Uh, it's saying here. Yeah. Okay, I correct myself. 5 teraflops.
So that's what. See. Oh, so then I am more correct than you are. Then that is more closely to the PS4 and the Xbox One X. Huh? Who would have thunk it?
PS4 Pro.
Yes, a PS4 Pro. Yes. See, I be knowing stuff sometimes. I be knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. So don't even fret it.
Nobody was expecting Bushido to give you a lesson there, Bob.
Especially Bushido.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm so sorry for what you just witnessed here. Bob being humiliated by
So
Mr.
Bob
Bushido.
got finally. He was like, "Oh my God, Bushido."
I mean, Bob was the one who set the challenge. Bob was the one who chose the stage. Bob
It's
was the one who
true,
chose the
true.
weapons, and he still
That's true. He
manages to
chose the
lose the
weapon.
battle. How do you do that? I don't know how.
He chose the weapons. Oh man, he's the one threw down the gauntlet.
Like the cage match was set, and like Bob was the ultimate mediator here, and
Oh man,
somehow, he
by some
just
miracle.
It was a miracle that Bush was right. You're right.
Yes, yes. Even I won't. Even I will not refute that. Even I was surprised. But I'm also only
so
because of the price point. That's the only thing. The price point and the Nintendo's history of being like darn near 2 generations behind everybody because they don't really have to be. They don't really have to be that um up to date. But at the same time, in your defense, Nintendo has said that they wanted to be able to get more third parties on the console. So of course, they would have to up everything for that to be possible. And they upped it enough, as we could see, um, for it to be capable of third party games now. And like you said, like a Stalker or whatever.
Yeah.
oh, god
I
damn
don't
it,
think you have
man.
too many compromises though with that. I don't think there's too many compromises you got to make with that as a developer.
No, you don't.
Well,
Not really.
well,
I mean,
now you can stop hearing people say that the Series S is holding gaming back. They can't say that anymore now.
Don't you fucking dare to talk shit about the Series S here.
I told you before, the Series S is the greatest thing since sliced cheese, man. Telling you, I love my Series S.
It is just amazing. I still think it is a bit of bullshit what the Wukong developer decided to say there because why would you just choose to talk that shit months after Microsoft said that you are actually just not going to put the game there on our platform because you have an exclusivity deal? And instead of them saying that the issue is actually with the Series S and say that on their official accounts, the director decided to go to his personal account where he probably know that not everybody's going to be seeing that,
Yeah,
and it's bullshit. Like there is something really fishy with that company, honestly.
I
Like
think
be fuck.
I think the issue is they're not good. Listen, this is the first time they made a AAA game, and I think what happened was they didn't do a good job of optimization. They did a bad job. Listen, anytime when it's on PC and it was running bad, come on.
Yeah.
Now you can't have people say, "Oh, they just having a problem with the Series S." No, man, it had a problem on the PlayStation. I didn't even think it was the PlayStation's fault. I really didn't. I was like, that is not the PlayStation fault. That sounds more like a bad optimization thing. Because if it's taking them this long to work on something, if it is true that that was the reason why it was taking so long because they're working on Xbox, I was like, they're really bad at optimization because it shouldn't take this long. And then to top it off, it's on PC. It took weeks before it got updated. Nah, man, that's dumb. I mean, I wish them the best, but look, you guys gotta learn to start being more professional. Start taking the blame for stuff
Mhm.
that is your fault and stop blaming everybody else. And they were disappointed they didn't get Game of the Year, which I still believe they should have. But at the same time, you left a really bad taste in people's mouths with your optimization of the game on on the console and on PC.
Oh yeah, and honestly, I think more and more what I see is like the main issues with the Series S is okay. It's not necessarily an easier console for you to work with because it is less powerful than the Series X and the
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 5, of
PlayStation
course.
5, yeah.
But like I do have two theories that comes to like it is purely bad optimization. It's not because of the limitations of the hardware, because a game that
Yes.
manages to run Starfield at 60 FPS, Hellblade
Yes.
2 with that image quality, and Indiana
Creation
Jones
engine.
with 1080p,
Yep.
60 FPS, and ray tracing
It,
without a single drop. And okay, let's put Stalker 2 as well there. Like, it is a pretty capable hardware.
Stalker
yes, it
So
2
in
on
my
is.
stream,
opinion,
by the
what
way.
the developers are having, the developers are putting the blame on the Series S,
Blame. Yep.
are
Because
actually
it's
just
easy to.
saying like either we
Because it's
don't
easy
have,
to.
yeah, it is easy to do it. So like either they are just like being lazy and they don't want to put the
I don't think that's
effort
the
on
case.
it,
I don't think
or
lazy
they
is. When I hear everybody up
or
here
they
people say lazy, I disagree with that 100%. I think that you don't get
or they
the
don't have the
developers just
all
sitting like, I don't want to
resources to
do it.
do a proper
Yeah,
optimization.
it's got to be that, or from talking to the developers we've had on before, bad management.
Mhm.
And most of the time, it sounds like bad management.
Yep.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
have to
Fair
agree with
enough.
that. Bad management. So, so do we think the Switch 2 is going to have the same issue that the original Switch had? Everything will look crisp
With
and run nicely when you're looking at it on the small
yeah,
screen, but when you dock it
yeah,
and try to play it on a big screen, it's just going to fall apart.
no,
Um,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so because now which big screen you're talking about? Because the screen of the
Oh
Switch 2
yes,
is
well, like
bigger.
I know, but
Yeah,
like you've seen on a handheld, you can play every game you want on a handheld at just 1080p, and it looks phenomenal. It's when you try. It's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Especially
when
my
you
ROG.
dock
My
it.
ROG looks pretty good.
Right. When
Yeah,
you dock it and you put that 1080p on a 55-inch television, it falls apart as far as image quality goes.
it
That
But
was
depends
like
on
if
who.
you are,
that was the issue
It
with the
depends
first
on.
Switch. Are we going to see that on the Switch too?
I'm gonna say no because I think that they would do a better job at um not making the same mistakes twice. I've never pegged Nintendo to do stuff like that. I pegged them to be cheap, and I don't blame them if you're gonna make the money anyway, you know. So I don't blame them for that. But no, I think they've learned their lesson.
You know what?
hmm,
Scratch that whole argument that I made earlier because I forgot. I can't go by AMD. Switch is on Nvidia.
Why's that? Oh, that's right. Okay, okay. I didn't remember that.
So yeah, Nvidia. If it's an Nvidia chip, they can utilize DLSS 3.
LSS. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it can utilize DLSS 3, then we're in for a treat because DLS 3 is the boss. 3.5 is
Gotcha.
even better because it has ray reconstruction.
I don't care.
DLSS
Listen, me
4.
personally, not that always down on what you saying, Bob. Just to counteract it, I never really cared about race racing. Luminary is to me is better for PCs and GPUs, in my opinion. It takes up less RAM, so I'm more in that camp, and I think ray tracing is overrated, especially if I got to give up frame rate,
Yeah,
especially on console. On console. We talking about PC, you can lose, you'd be down to what, 60 frames? So that's different. But on
minimum,
console, it has to be
minimum
like that. I'd
60.
rather be, yeah, yes, that's what I mean. Yep, minimum be 60. So if it's on console though, I think that's where I go. No, I don't think I want to deal with ray tracing on that level because of the fact it's too ta- taxing on um, the console.
Did you notice though with
hmm.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, there are no options to play the game quality or performance. They give you one mode,
Yeah, I heard.
and it has ray tracing.
Right.
You know why? You know why there is that? Because it is a mode with it is a quality mode with great performance. So it's the best of both worlds. God damn.
Gosh darn it!
Oh Lord, why am I saying this thing? I think I need to just occupy myself more. I need to go back to my dissertation.
Okay, now let's hop into our other topic.
Go, go.
The Xbox Developer Direct coming up. Um, like I was telling Fabio before you joined, Bush, really
Yeah,
looking
yeah, like
forward to
we
this.
talked about that already. Bullshit doesn't have to join, does it? Come on, just kidding.
But I really like the way. I can't wait to get more in depth in Doom: The Dark Ages, and we know that South of Midnight is practically done. I mean, we've seen
I'm
it.
really hyped for that game.
Do we think?
After seeing it last time,
Well, South of Midnight's never gotten a release date. It's still
yeah,
always
yep.
said 2025. Do we see a shadow drop at the Dev
No,
Direct?
I don't think so. I think that game is pretty big for them.
And
I might be wrong. I
if
might
we
be
see
thinking
a
about it.
shadow direct, do we see Compulsion Games getting closed a year later?
It is going to be available on PlayStation soon enough, honestly. So, like, what are they going to be losing there?
The last shadow
Wait,
direct, they showed a studio, so it's
didn't
possible.
yeah, how about that? True. Didn't didn't the same developers compulsion make that new time game? They're not finished yet.
Oh
Huh?
goodness.
But
It's like
what
Singularity.
I
time game?
I I'm
Yeah,
having
it's like it's
In
first
X,
person shooter. It's a first
you
person
okay?
shooter,
Okay,
and
so
you could
you're talking
destroy.
about you're talking about Clockwork Revolution, which is done
yes.
That's
by
it.
In
Yeah, that's it.
Exile Games.
Oh, that's in Exile. Okay. Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
That's okay.
Uh
I
huh.
appreciate
Uh
that.
huh.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
so the graphic that we've all seen from Xbox for the Dev Direct has one of the games blocked out with a yeah, an old school kind of offline broadcast screen. What do we think that game is?
A lot of people are saying that it is either Ninja Gaiden or it is Persona.
I think it's Ghost of Tsushima 3. I mean, 2.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, 2, because Ghost of Yote isn't a sequel, so I think I think it has to do with Ghost of Tsushima.
I think I think it is either PT Silent Hill or it is Abandoned.
A
I
bit.
I
Oh man,
I think it's the
that's a good one. I ain't think of that one.
Hideo Kojima project.
OD?
I'll still be serious too. He's like, look, guys, if it's listen, I hope OT isn't like that. I hope it's not really out of. We know how Kojima is. I just don't want it
I
to be
do.
one of them.
I do.
Yeah, because he's crazy, and
Death
listen. He
Stranding
could
is
be
amazing.
back in the day. He'd be innovative. Now he's just. I don't know. I don't know. After Death Stranding, I thought he was just losing his marbles, but and I even bought Death Stranding on the Xbox.
I mean, heck,
But
the story for Death Stranding is amazing and in
I heard
depth,
it is.
but it's the traveling, it's the gameplay
Yep.
that's just like, oh my
Yep.
god. Can I just fast forward, please?
Right. And that's the part is they said everybody told me they said, look, just skip the side stories and play the main. And I was like, but that's the fun part of a game is to do the side missions. But all right, fine. I tried to even watch the cinemas for the whole game, the cinematic scenes, and it was like 3 hours long. Or was it
Yeah,
longer? But I was like, that's longer than most movies.
it is. Yep. Yeah.
I need
It
to go
would,
back to
be
that
like,
training.
if I could wish for something, I would wish for Tenshu. I love Tenshu. I used to play that game over and over and over again.
Hmm. Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to see that.
But
Hmm.
like, would you guys think or believe that there's going to be a shadow drop, or would you say that no, they are not going to be doing that again after what happened with Hi-Fi Rush and
But it was
Tango
successful though.
Gameworks?
The drop was
What?
successful though. The drop was successful. People took to the game.
Yeah, but
It had good reviews and everything. Actually, the internet really backed the game. The only problem was they didn't make as much money as they wanted to, I guess, with that.
like
But I think
when
but
did
I
you
think they
say
were
that?
already in motion to want to close them down. I don't think
But
it
like
was
but
that game.
then that's really cruel, honestly. Ah, there we
Yes.
go. We are going to shut this motherfucker down, but yeah, let's have
Let's get
them
the game. Let's get the
enjoy
game
their
that you
last
get ready to
game.
make. Exactly.
Yeah,
Let's
like
get that
yeah,
game out.
yeah, you are going to be acclaimed by critics, by all the fans. Even the Game Awards is going to acknowledge you as one of the best games of the year, and then we are going to be shutting you down because yeah, like seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
What just happened
Yeah.
there? Okay, Bob.
Nothing.
For those who are not watching right now, like Bob decided to turn on his camera and he shut he turned off for here for us. I don't know why.
I'm gonna start having my camera on when I get everything set up here. It's a slow grind because I'm still not completely healthy, so I got a lot of stuff I want to put together. And I would love for my grandchildren to bring my statues back to my house. Every time I come here, I got some excuse why the statues weren't with them, and I want my statues back. I got this great Zorro one. I got this other anime one with this character named King, and he's cool because he has wings and he get to fly and stuff. So anyway, I want my
I mean, have
I
you
want my
thought
statues
of the
back.
possibility of never calling your grandson ever again into the house?
Listen,
If he doesn't
if I'm gonna
show
get it
up,
back, I have to have
he's
them.
never going to catch your statues.
Mm, mm, you gotta give
It's
me the worst case
empty,
scenario.
isn't it?
Anyway, once I get everything hooked up in here on the camera set up, or I got a tripod set up um and everything.
We're going to
So
catch your statues.
That's awesome.
Yeah, okay. That's nice.
True that. All right, guys. That's the show for tonight.
The first
oh,
show of 2025. We'll never forget about
it's
it.
only half an hour. Wow. What about Ninja Gaiden and what do you think? Not Fabio. Who cares what he thinks? Well, what do you
Well,
think?
why are you?
What do you think, Bob? You think Bob is the game that they, was keeping under wraps?
I'm sticking with Hideo Kojima. I
Oh,
really,
You're
that's right. You
just
just said
way,
it, didn't
I really think
you
so.
Bob. You're way too stubborn.
you?
Um. Okay. Okay. You know what I really hope it is.
Andrew Kazooie, of course. Who
State of
who who
Decay
would it?
Oh
3.
my God! Please.
State of Decay?
I really hope it's State of Decay 3.
Oh my God, Bob! Don't give a man hope. Don't do
Would be
that.
awesome. I'm not gonna
Because
lie, it would be quite awesome.
Undead Labs has been dark for a long time since we
Yeah.
saw that
I
reveal.
But the
I
recent show they showed the show last year, the Sword
I
show.
have I have the impression that we might be seeing instead of Decay free like dates or like era of release
I would
in
love to
this
see Dave.
next Xbox game showcase in the middle of the year.
I don't know if you've ever watched their
Mm,
Undead Labs, their live streams and stuff back when they were literally pumping content in a State of Decay 2 every month. They did it for like 2 years straight. Every month there was something
should have
new.
did. Yeah.
They were really supportive and of their game, and I watched a lot of their live streams, and those are pretty cool dudes. I mean, I could see myself hanging out and having a beer with those guys and having a great time. I would really like to see that game that's under wraps be State of Decay 3 and kind of take us inside Undead Labs. I think that would be really cool, and maybe give us a release date. Uh, that
Just
they
a year. I don't have to have an exact date. Just a year. Just to know what
Yeah,
year
yeah,
to
yeah.
look forward.
I think like I don't think yeah, like I think we are going to be getting the year of the release of it on the mid-year showcase, not this one. Like they are probably going to just put the big guns or the big gigantic show, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm, I
I
don't know. I
mean,
kind of wish my hope and Bob is right now. I love me some State of Decay, man. Oh my God. I remember it was it me, you, and Dealer played before, right?
yes.
Yeah, we had a ball.
I know
That was a lot of freaking fun.
we was all in the
Oh
car
my god.
and we was all flying down the road. We had somebody on top of the car. It was crazy.
It was
That was
fun.
so
First of
much
all, we
fun.
played for hours. It wasn't even a short
God
little
damn.
session. We played for hours.
The
Yep,
idea
It
was
was a lot.
supposed
I
to be a
love that
short
game.
session. It ended up just flying the time, apparently.
it did.
Yeah, we just thought we was just gonna get in there and mess around, and we just ended up doing like a ton of missions and laughing and joking and laughing at somebody getting chased and jumping in a vehicle. It was cool. It
Dude,
was cool though.
I remember going across the cornfield to try and find some materials in a building that hadn't been searched on my map yet, or on the map, whoever's game we were in, on the map yet. The building hadn't been searched yet. I remember going across this cornfield to that building to search it, and you all start yelling over the party. It was like, "Oh, there's a horde coming in, and there's a juggernaut that just busted into the
Yep.
base." And I'm turning around and I'm sprinting across this freaking cornfield like, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. And by the time I get there, there's like, there's settlers that are dead, and you guys are high
Yeah.
fiving, and I'm
Oh
like,
my
what I
God.
miss? Well, you missed it all,
What
Bob.
I missed. It was like that though. That was fun though. That was actually fun. That's actually fun. That was a lot of fun. That game to me is my favorite Xbox IP outside of Halo. And I know when people say Gears, and I'm like, listen, I love me some Gears, but man,
No,
I
but like,
love
State
State
of
of
Decay is
Decay.
really good. State of Decay is really good.
It really is.
We need
It
to team.
really is.
We need
I need to go back to that, honestly.
we need to team up and play
And you
some.
don't be
That'd be awesome.
okay. What you say about?
We need to team up together, all three of us or four of
Oh
us,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
play some.
For
You know, it'd be
sure.
fun. It'd be a cool thing for them to do. So they're doing this whole third party thing. If they put it on PlayStation and we had PvP and as a PvP mode, like that would
No,
be so
there's no
cool.
need. There's no
Yes,
need for a
'cause we could
But
PvP mode
steal,
in State of
we could
Decay.
steal resources, and we could teach some of these PlayStation guys a lesson. You know,
I mean,
with
you
all the
can
guns
already
that I've
you can
already gotten from all the bounties and everything, I'd be unstoppable.
yeah, the bounties. Oh my God, I thought that was a great system to have that bounty system in there.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta like you pick up a bounty to get this gun, but to do it, you've got to like melee three screamers, and you don't want to get anywhere near a
Yeah,
screamer.
right. That's right. You had to find ways of either getting up behind them or whatever. But for you,
Yeah,
yes, I
you had to
forgot about
sneak
that.
up on them in order to execute
Yeah,
it. Oh man! And if you
yep,
did, and
I
if they
forgot
saw
about
you
that.
and they screamed,
Yo, you can forget it.
here comes the horde.
Yep.
Oh man, good times. God, I want to play. I want to play it right. I want to play it right now, but I can't. I got stuff to
Yeah,
do.
no, you
yeah.
don't. You don't have to. You got stuff to do. You got a base to build instead of Decay too. Right now
Yeah.
Mhm.
available on Xbox and PC.
You'd be still forever building your base though. That is not a short thing to do. That's one of the things you'll be doing the whole time you're playing is building up your base, getting resources. Even after you finish building it up, you gotta get resources and everything. So
Well,
you'd be forever doing that.
even after you build it, you see that you've put these. You've put this area, or you put this kitchen in here, and you're like, you remember you could go around, and when you're looting, you would find like accessories that you could add to the base. Like you could find a refrigerator and add it to your med tent, and it would help you out with your medicine and all. It was, oh yeah, it was really cool, man.
It really was, yeah. Or you
But
could recruit somebody to be your med guy who's better than the guy you got.
I wonder how, man. I wonder what it's like now. I haven't played that game in about a year.
Yeah, same. I think the last one I played was with you guys.
I may look into that. I want to see where it's come. But look, we've been live for an hour and 45 minutes. I think we'll go ahead and end it for the night. And yeah, if you're just well, there's only 2 people watching. You know, we're so popular. It's because we've been so inconsistent, and that's on me.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's on me.
let's be honest. We do this just for the funsies.
true.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is true.
I'm
We,
not trying to make a career out of this or anything. I've already got a
yeah.
career. I'm just
You
having a good
already you
time with my
you already
fellas.
se- you already end up selling way too much KY jelly, Bob. You don't need more money.
Bob is Bob is rich anyway, so it's
Yeah,
he
yeah,
offered to
like
buy
he
me a
bought it.
he offered to buy me a 4090, and I was like, no, Bob,
I don't
just
have the.
4080 would be good.
I don't have.
Uh,
Yeah.
anyway,
Come
though,
on.
it's good to be back, guys. I
Good
enjoyed
to be
it.
back. Happy 2025 for everybody.
Yes, sir. Love it. Love it. Love it. So, Fabio, sir, where can people find you
Yo,
at?
oh, you can find me right here. Can't you see? It's like I'm just right. Okay,
Yeah,
you
and
can
you.
find me not just here at the Game Sell Live podcast. You can find me also on the XPN Network YouTube channel where we got nonsense podcast, and we are also going with the approach of doing separate short news videos where we are recording the most relevant stuff and we are just doing our small takes on it. And of course, you can see all sort of reviews, gameplay live streams, and all kind of stuff on the XPN Network YouTube channel. Besides that, you can find me on Twitter as FBOMorine97, and you can find me on Xbox as BuffaloLizard8. Thank you very much, Bob.
With
And
those
Bushido,
lizards,
fuck
indeed.
you.
Because you know I'm scary.
Wow.
For
You
those
thought I was
lizards,
not going
indeed.
to say it. You thought I was not going. You thought
Yeah,
you were just getting away? No, good sir.
get away with it. Yeah.
I didn't forget about you. It's all good.
Oh my goodness. And
Otherwise, you would feel excluded.
Mr. Bushido
Yeah,
eighty
right.
seven. Where
All
can
right.
people
You can
find you
find me
at?
here, and tomorrow, hopefully, on
Wasted
Wise Old
with
Gamer Show.
wise.
The Wise Old Gamer Show. And it's a lot of fun. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, same time, same different back channels. So, and
I love the back
Do
that's
do
it.
channels.
let me know. Do let me know if Wise has just made a tattoo of the Nintendo Switch on his tongue. Okay. Do let me know if
I
he
sure
did
enough
that.
will. I sure enough
Out of
will.
out of his excitement for the goddamn thing.
Oh, he gets it every week. No, no Diddy every week on this Nintendo Switch stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, one of my grandsons he paused the same time you did.
Goodness.
What? What? What
Oh
just
man.
happened?
Anyway,
Anyway.
that's my.
And this is your host, KY Bob. That's right. KY Bobby.
The
KY
sexiest voice
Jelly.
in podcasting.
Yeah. The greatest voice in podcasting. The one with the smooth lyrics to soothe your ear holes. That's right. Yeah. You can catch
We
me
hope
every.
that's your evil.
You can catch me everywhere as KY Bob. You catch me as a regular panelist on all the XPN streams. You
Oh, you
can
still on there? Okay.
yeah, yeah, every
What
week.
do you mean he's still in there?
Well, I thought it was
Were
just
you
a
hoping
guest
he would
appearance.
have? I
No, I
mean,
thought it was a guest
would you
appearance.
hope he gave up on it?
It was a
I
guest
thought he was helping
appearance,
out
and
with the
then I decided to
algorithm.
become a permanent member again. So
Okay.
that's right. You catch me on every gaming platform, KY Bob. You catch me on Twitter, KY Bob. Hit me up. See a party I'm in. Join me. Everything is cool. I'm a good guy to game with, get along
Everything
with.
is awesome.
Yeah. You can catch the replay of this podcast anywhere you get your audio podcasts. will be uploaded the next morning. Wanted to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. 2025, looking forward to it. Can't wait. And of course, go outside, gamers. Touch some grass and hug somebody you love.
Everything is awesome.
Game on, and good night, everybody. Good
Sounds like you're
night.
being awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting awesome. Yep.